السلام عليكم أستاذ.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. كيف حالك يا أخي؟ أنت
أن
بخير؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله.
ما شاء الله. كيف كان يومك يا أخي؟
كان يومي آآ
كان يومي؟
كان
كان
يومي
يومي
جيدًا، جيدًا.
جيدا. نعم صحيح، كان يومي جيدا. ما شاء الله. جميل. بما تشعر اليوم مثلا؟
أن
بما
أنا
تش
سعيد.
ما شاء الله. هل أنت هل أنت حزين؟ هل أنت حزين؟
لا، أنا سعيد.
نعم. أنا أريدك أن تقول مثلًا أريدك أن تقول آمم، مثلًا أنا أريدك أن تقول هل لو قلت هل أنت حزين؟ أنت تقول لا، لست، لست لست حزينًا، لست حزينًا كذلك، نعم.
لا، لأ، أوكي. نعم، نعم.
هل أنت حزين؟
لا، لست حزين.
لست حزينًا.
لا، لست حزينًا.
نعم. هل أنت غاضب اليوم؟
لا، لست غاضب.
لست. أنا لست
أها،
مثلًا.
أها.
مثله لست.
أها. أي،
أنا
أي، أي.
لست غاضبًا. نعم.
نعم.
هل so هل أنت غاضب اليوم؟
لا، أنا لست غاضب.
لست.
لست يا سوري.
نعم. أنت لست، أنا لست.
يا.
نعم. لست غاضبًا. هل أنت مُتعب اليوم؟
لا، أنا لست مُتعب.
مُتعبًا. نعم.
مُتعبًا.
هل أنت متوتر اليوم؟
لا، أنا لأ.
يمكنك أن تقول نعم، أنا متوتر جدًا، أو
اهم،
أنا متوتر قليلًا،
اهم.
أو أنا لست متوترًا. ماذا
نعم،
تريد؟
نعم. أنا متوترًا جدًا.
جدًا اليوم. سبحان الله. سهّل الله أمورك. هل تعرف ما معنى سهّل الله؟ سهّل الله أمورك.
آمين. But it was just for an example.
No، no، no. لكن this is an example أيضًا.
أها.
نعم. سهّل
اهم،
الله
اهم.
أمورك. نعم.
أيضًا. أستاذ،
آمم، نعم.
I'm sorry, I wanted to ask you quickly, like when you say بما تشعر اليوم، can it be كيف تشعر اليوم؟
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes?
كيف
أوكي.
تشعر؟ نعم.
أوكي.
وهل أنت بما تشعر اليوم؟ هل أنت متحمس؟
أنا لست أنا لست متحمس اليوم.
لست متحمسًا. نعم.
آه، أوكي.
آمم، والآن أنا أريدك أن تسأل عبد الله من كنيا. اسأله. 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 السلام عليكم يا عبد الله. كيف حالك؟ كيف كان يومك؟ أنا أريد محمد أن تسأل عبد الله. فهمت؟
نعم.
يا محمد اسأله.
أها،
محمد اسأله. يا عبد الله
ask him.
كيف حالك؟ السلام عليكم.
وعليكم
اهم.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته، أنا بخير الحمد لله.
So should I ask him?
الآن اسأله. نعم، اسأله كيف
اهم،
كان يومك يا
اهم.
عبد الله؟
كيف كان يومك يا عبد الله؟
أنا بخير والحمد لله، وأنت يا محمد؟
أنا بخير أيضا. آه
كيف كان يومك؟
لكن كيف كان يومك يا عبد الله؟
آه. يومي جيدا الحمد لله.
نعم،
آه
نعم.
بما
والآن اسأل محمد. عبد
آه.
انظر، انتظر. يا عبد الله اسأل محمد. يا محمد كيف
مهم.
كان يومك؟
يا
عبد الله
محمد
اسأله.
كيف كان يومك يا محمد؟
كان يومي جيدا.
ما شاء الله.
ما شاء الله. ومحمد الآن، أنت محمد اسأل عبد الله
أها.
بما تشعر اليوم يا عبد الله؟
يا عبد الله بما
أو
تشعر
كيف
اليوم؟
تشعر؟
كيف تشعرون اليوم؟
آه. أنا سعيد اليوم.
نعم. الآن اسأله عن هذا. So I want you to ask him about this now.
أها.
اسأل عبد الله. يا عبد الله هل أنت حزين اليوم؟
يا عبد الله.
يا عبد الله هل أنت حزين اليوم؟
يا عبد الله هل أنت حزين اليوم؟
لا، لست حزين اليوم.
إمم. والآن؟
أوكي. هل أنت يا عبد الله هل أنت غضيب اليوم؟
غاضب. غاضب.
يا عبد الله
لا
هل
لا
أنت
تقول غضيب. غاضب. نعم.
أها. نعم. يا عبد الله هل أنت غاضب اليوم؟
لا، لست غاضب اليوم.
لست غاضبًا. مثل لست متزوجًا، لست
آه.
حزينًا، لست
نعم.
غاضبًا.
نعم.
فهمت؟
مهم.
فهمت.
أوكي، محمد
لست
اسأله. نعم،
مهم. نعم.
اسأله هل أنت متعب اليوم؟
هل أنت يا عبد الله هل أنت متعب اليوم؟
لا، لست متعبا اليوم.
ما شاء الله. هل نمت جيدًا؟ هل
نعم، نعم، نعم.
يا محمد اسأله هل نمت جيدًا؟ نعم.
يا عبد الله هل نمت جيدا اليوم؟ Can I
نعم،
say it
نعم.
اليوم؟
أو البارحة. البارحة. هل نمت جيدًا البارحة؟
مم.
يا عبد الله
كذلك.
هل نمت جيدا البارحة؟
نعم. نمت جيدا البارحة.
إمم. أنا أريدك أن تقول يا عبد الله آآ مثلًا لقد، نعم، لقد نمت جيدًا البارحة، أو نعم، إنني نمت جيدًا البارحة، كما تريد.
إن إنني نمت
نعم،
جيدا البارحة.
نعم. هل تعرف ما معنى يا محمد، ما معنى لقد أو إنني؟ هل تعرف ما معنى؟ هل تعرف؟ هل تعرف ما معنى؟ ما معنى لقد؟
لا.
هل تعرف؟
لا. لا.
لقد like emphasis.
أها.
مثلًا نعم، لقد نمت جيدًا البارحة. Like certainly I slept well last night.
أها.
نعم.
أوكي أوكي أوكي.
لقد. We use it with a past tense verb. Yeah. Or you can say إنني. Have you heard of إن before?
Yes, I've heard it. Indeed.
نعم. You can say إني or you can say إنني. You can either is fine. Okay. You
But
can say إنني نمت جيدًا مثلا جيدا البارحة. We don't have to say this. I just want you to practice.
I would
Does that
prefer
make sense?
إني. Yeah.
You can say إني نمت
Yeah.
جيدا البارحة. Okay,
Okay.
so مرة أخرى اسأله يا محمد، اسأل عبد الله لو سمحت. يا عبد الله، هل نمت جيدا البارحة؟
يا عبد الله، هل نمت جيدا البارحة؟
نعم. إنني نمت جيدا البارحة.
ما شاء الله. واسأله يا عبد الله، اسأل محمد وماذا عنك يا محمد، هل أنت نمت جيدا البارحة؟
وماذا عنك محمد، هل نمت
هل نمت
هل نمت جيدا البارحة؟
نعم نمت. نعم نمت جيدا البارحة.
ما شاء الله جميل. لكن أنا أريدك أن تقول نعم إنني نمت جيدا، أو نعم لقد نمت جيدا البارحة، كما تريد. إنني أو لقد، ماذا تريد؟
And it can be also
اختر.
إني, right?
نعم، أو
Okay.
إنني أو إني أو لقد، كما
Okay.
تريد. كما تريد.
Okay.
Okay, can you say answer him now inshallah, but try to use either إني or إنني or لقد.
Okay. نعم لقد نمت جيدا البارحة.
البارحة.
البارحة. Okay.
نعم. The reason why it's البارحة لماذا يا عبد الله من كينيا؟ لماذا هذه الكلمة منسوب؟
I think it's because of
Is it
the action like نمت.
Okay. Any more details on that? So there's three options that you could think of, right?
Yes.
What do you think, Mehmed?
I don't know why it's مفعول به. I don't.
It could be, if there's a verb, it could be مفعول به, but لكن this is not the object, yeah? So there's three things that you should think about with when there's an object. When there's a verb. Either does it have an object? Okay, that's the first option. The other option, is it the time when the action is taking place, or is it the place where it's taking place? Does that make sense? So this would be
Yes.
basically last night, meaning the time in which the
Right.
action is taking place. So there's an action taking place. You're sleeping. When are you doing it? Does that make sense?
Yes.
If I haven't mentioned to you, yeah, Mehmed, if you come here, we have this section called go to classroom, Arabic, and
Okay.
then obviously we've got these. There's this one called grammar lessons. I would advise like a minimum going through these 7 here.
Okay.
We've made like a huge document. We've not finished it, okay, but basically we go through the cases of nouns, where we look at, the ism and the harf and the fi'l. You may have heard of these things before.
Yes,
And
I
then
do.
we've gone and explained like all the different types of word or like asma and how they would be affected if they became majroor or mansoob and some reasons for that and things like that. So check that out. Okay. اسأله يا محمد. اسأل عبد الله الآن.
Okay.
يا عبد الله، هل أنت متحمس اليوم؟
يا عبد الله، هل أنت متحمس اليوم؟
لا. لست متحمس اليوم، ولكن أنا سعيد اليوم.
لماذا لست متحمسًا اليوم، أنت تدرس اللغة العربية، عليك أن تكون متحمسًا، أليس كذلك؟
بلى.
عليك، نعم، أن تكون متحمس،
اهم.
نعم،
نعم.
وأنت، ما معنى وأنت؟ Okay, I'm gonna put this, I don't know if it's gonna translate it correctly, but let's say
اهم.
وأنت تدرس هذه
while you study.
اللغة. Hmm? Yes, whilst.
أوكي.
هل أنت تتذكر؟ Do you remember عبد الله؟
Why we putting وأنت?
No, no. This
Mhm.
wow here doesn't mean and. Okay,
Oh.
it means we explained it in one of the lessons here. I'll see if I can find it and link it to you. It's called here.
Oh.
Uh, wow al hal.
Okay.
We made a video on it. Okay, it's the
Mhm.
video is there. Check it out. So this is
Mhm.
a situation where the wow is not translated as and, it's
Mhm.
translated as whilst. Sometimes the wow
Mhm.
can mean different things. Here it means whilst. So just to
Mhm.
expose you to that, just so that you sometimes if
Yes.
you're looking at a sentence and the and may not be the correct thing to translate. Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to be enthusiastic
Mhm.
whilst you study this language.
Mhm.
أليس كذلك؟
اهم. بلى.
ما شاء الله. Okay. يا محمد اسأله الآن لو سمحت. يا عبد الله هل أنت جوعان؟
يا عبد الله هل أنت جوعان؟
لا، لست جوعان اليوم.
جو جوعانة
جوعان.
جوعانة لست
لست
جوعانة اليوم.
لست جوعان
الآن
اليوم.
محمد اسأله لو سمحت هل أكلت جيدا؟
يا عبد
هل
الله
أكلت
هل
اهم.
أكلت جيدا
اليوم
نعم.
اليوم
اليوم؟ يا عبد الله هل أكلت جيدا اليوم؟
نعم، أكلت
إمم.
جيدًا اليوم.
نعم وماذا عنك يا محمد؟ يا عبد الله وماذا
وماذا
عنك؟
عنك يا محمد؟ هل أكلت هل أكلت جيدًا اليوم؟
نعم أكلت جيدا اليوم.
ما شاء الله. إنني أكلت جيدًا أو
أها.
لقد أكلت جيدًا اليوم. Just for the practice. When we try
alright.
to respond today, let's try say
Mhm.
yes,
اهم.
like certainly I did, just to
Okay.
use it, yeah?
I can also use إني أكلت
Yes,
جيدا اليوم.
yes,
اهم.
yes. صحيح. نعم.
Okay.
اهم.
نعم.
أوكي. يا محمد اسأل عبد الله ماذا أكلت؟ ماذا أكلت اليوم؟ أو للفطور. للفطور.
يا عبد الله
اهم.
يا عبد الله ماذا أكلت للفطور وغدبان والغداء؟
والغداء. نعم.
اهم.
أكلت، ماذا أكلت؟ So أنت
ها
أكلت،
يا
أنا
أوكي.
أكلت. So لو قلت ماذا أكلت
It's
انظر.
I did أنا
نعم.
أكلت هي
What
أوكي
did I
you
eat for
you
اهم.
breakfast؟ نعم.
yeah.
ماذا أكلت يا عبد الله؟ للفطور وللغداء. هذا ما
أوكي
سأل. وللغداء. نعم.
أوكي نعم. يا
هذا
عبد
ما
الله
تريد؟
ماذا أكلت ماذا أكلت للفطور وللغداء؟
آآ لقد أكلت آآ آآ الرز لل للفطور و وللغداء آآ
Just say something simple. وللغداء نعم وللغداء
uh,
أكلت
البي what was the word for eggs again? البيض.
نعم البيض
Oh,
البيض
نعم البيض. Sounds like the word for
نعم
white.
أبيض
أبيض.
أو
Okay.
بيضاء.
Yeah.
Yeah. نعم. Probably because eggs are white.
Mhm.
Okay. أكلت الرز للفطور والبيض للغداء. للغداء كذلك. والآن
آه.
عبد الله اسأله
وماذا
ماذا أكلت؟
وماذا عنك يا محمد؟ ماذا أكلت للفطور
ماذا
ولل
أكلت؟
أو ماذا أكلت
نعم.
للفطور وللغداء؟
آه، أكلت للفطور سمك و
اهم.
وغداء أيضا.
ما شاء الله. So yeah أكلت
I ate fish in both of them just for that.
أكلت سمكًا. نعم.
Yeah. نعم
سمكًا لل للفطور وللغداء. نعم.
نعم.
نعم
ويا محمد اسأله اسأل عبد الله هل أكلت العشاء بعد؟ هل أكلت العشاء بعد؟
يا عبد الله هل أكلت العشاء بعد؟
نعم. لقد أكلت عشاء. أكلت سمكا آه، والخضروات.
نعم. هل تعرف ما معنى الخضروات يا محمد؟
لا
أوكي، ما معنى يا عبد الله الخضروات؟
vegetables.
نعم، أوكي. الآن عبد الله اسأل محمد لو سمحت.
وماذا
ماذا عنك؟
يا محمد؟ آه،
هل
هل
أكلت
هل أكلت هل أكلت ال- العشاء بعد؟
العشاء؟ نعم،
نعم أكلت عشاء آه،
نعم. Or did you say
خبز
لقد or
ها ها
إنني أكلت العشاء
أوكي
أو لقد. Just one sec, I'm coming back.
إني
I can still hear you.
أوكي إني أكلت إني أكلت العشاء خبز وفاكهة لذيذ.
ما شاء الله.
ما شاء الله، هذا جيد.
I don't know much of the food, you know. I know just
نعم.
مهم.
We'll keep it simple for now,
yeah.
inshallah. But as I was explaining to you before, what I would like you to do is basically instead of doing homework, okay, I
Uh-huh.
want you to think about specific things that matter to you.
Okay.
Mathalan, I give an example. We talked about how to say peanut butter. Okay, peanut butter is not a word. When they talk about learning language, what they say is that you should always try to find like the high frequency words, the words that come up many times, right?
Uh-huh.
But I would say that it's slightly different. You should, if for example, you never eat vegetables,
Okay.
but every day you eat eggs, and let's say vegetables is a more high, frequency word, it still makes more sense for you to learn the word eggs first, right? Because that's
Okay.
personal to you. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay. Yeah, it makes
So,
sense.
what the homework would be if you have the time is you want to go and look up the things, for example, what is your profession? What do you like to do? What is the food that you like to eat? You know, if you're married, then you want to be able to say that you're married. If you're not married, then it's less important to know how to say that you are married, and it's more important to know how to say that you're not married. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So if, yeah, as we said before, when we're doing like talking about the self, if you're single, then
Yeah.
it's higher priority for you to say, I'm not married, I'm single, but I
Yeah.
want to get married one day, for example. That's important for you more than someone who is married. If the person's
Yeah.
married, then I don't need to learn how to say I'm single and I want to get married one day. It's
Yeah.
less important. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
So that's the way that I would advise, instead of homework, even though there is homework for you to do,
Yeah.
I would say you look for the things that are important to you. Just think about it during your day, and then go on ChatGPT. You know, ask it. However, I want to show you a prime example of being. I want to ask you guys a question today, inshallah, but of ChatGPT being like completely terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna go through it very very quickly. Okay, but basically, I asked ChatGPT. You know, I wanted to teach you guys the two ways of saying, and I just wanted to confirm it. Like, okay, I want to say, what is the mother language or the native language in your country? Does anyone know how to say that?
I don't.
ما لغة
Oh,
ما هو لغة الأم؟
ما هي
ما هي لغة الأم
اللغة
في
الأم؟ No? Yes.
في بلدك؟
في بلد. It will be
بلدك
بلدك if we have في.
وفي بلدك.
No, في بلدك. The ka is for أنت, right?
Okay.
You. This is the thing you need to
Um,
think about. When fi is there,
uh,
this is the half
mhm,
job, and this is the ism
mhm.
majrur, and this is the
Okay.
attached pronoun. Okay?
So
Yeah.
the cow won't
So,
change. The
no.
calf. Okay.
Question: is this going to be mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, or is it going to be the mawsul sifa or na'at man'ut? As in, like we learned it as na'at man'ut. Is this na'at man'ut or is it mudaf ilayhi?
Let me see. Just let me see. Just اللغة اللغة. This is gonna be نعت منعوت.
ما رأيك يا عبد الله؟ ما رأيك؟
I agree with him.
نعم. أنا أوافق.
أوافق.
أنا
أوافق.
أوافق. أنا أوافق. نعم. Okay.
نعم.
Then, this is what I agree with as well. Okay. So if we wanted to make this إضافة, how would we do it? Like
We
if we
would
want to
have
say the tongue of the mother.
لغة الأم.
What do you think, Ahmed?
we would have to do mm,
Should I tell you, or you want to have you want
no,
to
no, no,
think
no.
about it?
First of all, has to be genitive, and I think the mudaf can be definite. Is that right?
And this has to be what? Sorry.
This can't be definite.
Yes. Okay. So it would be like this: لغة الأم.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's the mudaf ilayhi.
In the grammar things section here, we have I have explained that in one of the videos. But basically, the way to look at it is that this, we don't say it's not definite. Okay. Um, we say that it cannot take al and it cannot
Yeah,
take
yeah.
ummi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yes.
if basically, long story short, if this is definite, then we translate this as definite. If this is indefinite, then we translate the mudaf as indefinite as well. Does that make sense to you?
نعم.
Does that make sense, Mahmoud?
Can you repeat one more time?
Yeah. So if we have ibnu, and
Okay.
then we say, for example, rajulin, how would we
Okay.
translate this?
Son of the man.
So this is not the man, right? It's a man.
Son of a man. Yeah.
So this is translated as a son of a man. Okay.
Okay.
If we want to say the son of the man, then we put al here and we make this definite. And now this is also translated as definite.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not
Okay.
a son of the man. we can't basically we can't do that. We can do that in a different way, which would be like what? What do you think, Abdullah, if you remember? How would you say a son of the man? We can't use mudaf and mudaf ilayhi to say that.
Ibn Rajulin.
No, this is a son of a man or a
Mhm.
man's son. It's basically like
Mhm.
they're both indefinite, okay? And
Mhm.
this is the man's son or the son of the man. How do you say a son of the man?
Maybe هو ابنه, right?
We won't use mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. What do you think, Abdullah min Toronto? Assalamu alaikum.
السلام ورحمة الله. ابن للرجل.
Yes. So it becomes basically you say ibnun, a son, or lil rajuli. Basically, this is the way you're going to do it, yeah? So it's basically like a son belonging to the man, or a son who belongs to the man, or the man's son. These are the options that you have.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So this is a son of a man. This is basically the son of the man, and this is a son of the man. Basically,
So
does that make sense?
yeah. So Ustad, if the mudaf ilayhi is definite, it has L, the mudaf will also be definite, even though it isn't written on it, right?
Exactly. That's the
Okay.
easiest way to think about it. Okay.
Okay.
So if the mudaf is indefinite, then the mudaf ilayhi. Sorry, if the mudaf ilayhi is indefinite, then the mudaf is indefinite. And if the mudaf ilayhi is definite, then the mudaf is indefinite, basically.
Okay. Okay.
And also, if it's like, for example, Ibn Muhammad, for example, then we would say this is also definite because generally the names are
Yeah.
definite,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
though they
Okay.
don't have al on them. Does that make sense?
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, so what I'm trying to show you with that tangent is that this here, lughatul is mudaf ilayhi, right? But we said al-lughatul So this is na'at man'ut, correct? What do you think,
No.
Abdullah in Toronto? Does this look like na'at man'ut to you?
Yeah. This is a not man'ut.
لا.
Okay, why not to you?
This is not the same endings.
Okay, so that's a good point that I wanted you to bring up. Okay, they don't end with the feminine ta. Even though the na'at man'ut, they have to match in gender. Yes, but the word mother
Is
is,
feminine.
even though it doesn't have the ta on it, is a feminine word. So is sister. So these are matching in gender, even though this doesn't, by the way it appears, doesn't look as a feminine word. Does that make sense? So they are matching. Okay, they both have al. They're both the same number. They're both feminine, and they both have a dhamma. Yeah. So I said it basically told me that some rubbish about. Let me see if I can find. It was basically saying that this here is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Can you please explain to me? And it was very, very sure. It's like, this is not an exception, but we're being more flexible. And it is, mudaf ilayhi, even though normally it has L. However, when a phrase becomes a known concept or a kind of title like this, then the mudaf can carry the L. And it doesn't break the rule. It's a common usage and blah, 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 blah. And it was like, this is like, it's basically telling me, if you understand what I'm saying, that this construction right here is mudaf ilayhi. And it's like giving me like, and I'm like, I've never heard of that. Can you explain that? Is this some sort of exception? It's like, no, this is completely normal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
And
he's wrong. So he's wrong, obviously, right?
I kept asking, yeah. And then I said, give me some more examples. And it gave me an example. And I checked this with my teacher just before, just to be checked. I said, give me an example. It said Al Baytul Abyad, as in the White House. A well-known term where both of them are definite. And it's giving me examples of idafa.
Mhm.
Al Baytul Abyad. It's telling me like literally very confidently that this is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Okay. I was like, I don't agree with you. Like, this doesn't, you know. And then it's like, you're right to raise the point, but these examples are not na'at man'ut, and they are idafa. Okay, and I was like, that literally that doesn't make any sense. If I wanted to say the White House, then I have to say al baytul abyad. I have to use it with an na'at man'ut. And then eventually it's like, oh, you're absolutely correct. I see the confusion, and basically you're correct. So you are correct. If you wanted to do it this way, then you will do it this way. Thank you for clarifying. So the only reason I'm showing you this, guys, just like we were gonna use like AI, you know, and it's a very useful tool. But like, before you believe anything that it says, just double check it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because even that's the same thing that I'm doing. I went to this and I was like, this doesn't make sense. So I will go and ask my teacher, and then I will, because this is it's just hallucinating, basically. It's just making stuff up, completely making it up. And then eventually, once you question it enough, it's like, oh yeah, you're correct, you know, and it just switches its mind like that, as if like nothing happened, right? So yeah, I just want to show you that, just to be careful. So let's ask some more questions. So Abdullah in Toronto. أنا أريدك أن تسأل عبد الله من كينيا عن يومه. اسأله لو سمحت. اسأله عن يومه.
يا عبد الله
اسأله هل أنت موجود يا عبد الله؟ هل أنت هنا؟
أنا
هل أنت
موجود.
هنا؟
نعم.
هل أنت موجود؟
ماذا فعلت في اليوم؟
السلام عليكم أولا.
السلام عليك حبيبي، ماذا فعلت في اليوم؟
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم صليت صلاة الجمعة، وبعد ذلك رجعت في البيت أشاهد بعض الفيديوهات على اليوتيوب. الموضوع السفر، وبعد ذلك ذهبت إلى المسجد وأصلي صلاة العصر، وبعد ذلك ذهبت إلى صلاة الرياضي،
إلى النادي الرياضي.
نعم، النادي الرياضي.
أو يمكنك أن تقول ذهبت إلى النادي الرياضي، the sport hall يعني، أو إلى صالة الألعاب الرياضية أو الرياضية. Do you want me to write that for you?
نعم، تفضل.
So ذهبت إلى النادي الرياضي. Like this. Okay.
But I want the word for gym, not this one.
Okay. So, but they use this word for gym, as in, even though it doesn't technically mean gym. I've like heard it quite often being used as like, yeah, I'm going to the sports hall, and it literally be like outside of a gym. However, the word for gym, and again, like what I was saying, Brother Mehmed, is that like in this situation, if you never go to the gym, then you don't need to necessarily think of this as a high priority thing. But if every day you want to be able to say, I went to the gym because that's something which is important in your life, then it's more of a high priority to learn that word. Assalamu alaikum, brother
Okay.
Ashraf.
Okay.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
MashaAllah. Are you wanting to join the lesson? Or you want to observe?
Brother, I'm from India. I don't know nothing about this conversation. Nothing. I'm very basic. Just listening how it can fruitful to me. Yeah.
Or you just want to watch for now, or you want to start studying?
I can start. What's the play request to start?
Okay. Do you mind if you just observe for today and then tomorrow or anytime tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you can join, and when we start again, we'll start with you. Is that okay?
Sure. Okay. Okay.
So
Sure.
from tomorrow or any other day, but for now, if you can observe, and if you have any questions, you can ask questions. Is that okay?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, cool. And if you want to speak with me after the lesson, you can speak with me after the lesson. Okay?
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. الرياضية. Okay, like so.
نعم.
So ذهبت
ذهب
إلى النادي الرياضي أو
أها. ذهبت إلى صالة الألعاب الرياضية وقمت بتمارين القرفصاء
وكنت
وقمت قف وقمت
وقمت نعم
نعم
وقمت بتمارين
بتمارين القرفصاء القرفصاء
القرصار.
نعم
لا
نعم
أعرف
نعم
هذه الكلمة. ما شاء الله، ما شاء الله. أنت رجل قوي جدًا، أليس كذلك؟
بلى
أنت تريد الزواج إن شاء الله، صحيح؟
إن شاء الله في المستقبل.
إن شاء الله. أوكي، يا عبد الله اسأل يا عبد الله من كينيا، اسأل عبد الله من تورونتو عن يومه لو سمحت. اسأله عن يومه.
يا عبد الله السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
كيف كان يومك؟
كان يومي جيدا.
ماذا فعلت اليوم؟
استيقظت مبكرا في الساعة 6. وبعد ذلك أنا صليت صلاة الفجر. بعد ذلك أنا أشاهد الفيديوهات
شاهدت.
أيضا.
أنا
أنا
أشاهد
شاهدت
I'm watching right؟ نعم،
أنا
أنا عبد الله من
شاهدت.
كينيا قلت ذلك. So شاهدت like I watched. Or you can say hmm?
Do you say أنا شاهدت?
If you want to, but the ta with the dhamma means I anyway, right? So it's up to you whether or not you want to
شاهدت.
say. You can say shahadtu or ana shahadtu. Like I can say adhabu or ana adhabu. It's like it has the pronoun in it already, so that it's not required for the meaning, but you can say it if you want to. It's like it's not technically wrong, but there's no need for it unless you should only really put the generally you should only put like another pronoun if you have a reason to do it. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
if I say أذهب إلى المسجد كل يوم, I go to the masjid every day. I can say أنا أذهب إلى المسجد كل يوم. Does that make sense? But is it necessary? No, because أذهب, the a means I anyway. So it's not necessary, but you can do it. It's not wrong to do it. But also generally like the way it's explained is that like so for example I said أذهب إلى المسجد كل يوم and then the person said, oh, أنت أو أخوك. You or your brother. Like he didn't hear what I said. So I said, no, I said أذهب إلى المسجد كل يوم. And then he said, أنت أو أخوك. هل تعني أنت أو أخوك? Like, do you mean, or هل تقصد أنت أو أخوك? Do you mean you or your brother? Then in that case, you might say, no, أقصد أنا أذهب إلى المسجد كل يوم. Like, I mean, I go to the masjid every day. Is that, there will be like, I'm using it for a reason as to like, I'm putting the detached pronoun for the reason of like creating a bit of emphasis there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt you. Continue, please.
شاهدت الفيديوهات وبعد ذلك how do you say
في أي تطبيق أو على التلفاز. على التلفاز.
لا لا
يا
لا
عبد الله من كينيا اسأله في أي تطبيق. هل تعرفون ما معنى التطبيق؟
لا.
تطبيق. في أي تطبيق.
في أي تطبيق.
نعم. Second.
meaning
As in literally application, meaning like YouTube.
application نعم يوتيوب نعم. So شاهدت الفيديوهات على يوتيوب.
نعم.
وبعد ذلك كيف تقول played with my nephew and niece.
Like لعب. لعب. So to play. So like لعبت. لعبت. I played. مع. So you want to say nephew and niece, you're basically going to say the son of my brother and the daughter of my brother.
So لعبت مع
لعبت, sorry.
لعبت مع ابن أخي
مع ابني.
and that is because of مضاف إليه.
مع. ما رأيك
نعم.
يا ما رأيك يا عبد الله? Yes. Okay. So yes. Okay. So مع ابني. أخي. Yes. Correct.
نعم.
و
بنت أخي.
Yes. Question: how come you said binti أخي and not, for example, bintu or binta?
Because of is it because of مع
would think about it like it's because of ma'a, but like there's another reason that I'm kind of pointing to.
yeah, مضاف إليه.
Sorry, this is a half jar, by the way. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah. So this is half jar and this is ism majrur ma'a. Okay. Okay. So here. Okay. So what I'm pointing at is the wow. Okay. So basically, the wow is going to carry on this meaning here. Does that make sense?
No.
Does anyone have any questions on this? So you don't have to say like لعبت مع ابن أخي ومع بنت أخي. The wow is called واو العطف. Basically, this wow is basically carrying over this so that you don't have to repeat it every time. You can just say wa وأخي وأمي وأبي, and it's this ma is carried over by the waw throughout the whole sentence. Does that make sense?
نعم.
I think it's called a conjunction, like waw al-atf. ما معنى waw al-atf? Does anyone know what a conjunction means? Anyways, okay. Okay. ما شاء الله. جيد. Okay. أنا أريد عبد الله من تورونتو أن تسأل محمد عن يومه، مثلًا السلام عليكم، كيف حالك؟
نعم.
كيف كان يومك؟
السلام عليكم أحمد، كيف حالك؟
وعليكم السلام أخي، أنا بخير والحمد لله.
ماذا فعلت في اليوم؟
كيف كان يومك؟
كيف كان يومك؟
كان يومي جيدا.
واسأله الآن how do you feel today؟
كيف شهد آه،
كيف أو بما
أشعر
تشعر. نعم، بما تشعر اليوم.
بما تشعر اليوم؟
أنا سعيد.
ما شاء الله.
ما شاء الله.
أوكي. اسأله من أي قارة هو. So عبد الله من تورونتو اسأل محمد من أي قارة هو، لكن أنت تقول من أي قارة أنت.
نعم يا محمد، من أي
من
قارة
أي
أنت؟
قارة أنت. نعم.
نعم.
أنا من أوروبا. Was that Europe?
نعم أوروبا.
أوروبا.
So you can say that's perfectly fine to say أنا من أوروبا, but we're practicing to say I'm from the continent of Europe. So do you know how to say that? So you say أنا من, and then you're gonna basically this is gonna be مضاف,
Yeah.
and then you say أوروبا.
أنا من قارة أوروبا.
قارة. It's like قارتي
ش-
أوروبا. Why? Because it's مضاف إليه like that, yeah?
أنا من قارة أوروبا.
Yes, and then see how even here it's translated as the continent, yeah?
Mhm.
Even though this doesn't have al, but
Yeah.
it's still a definite thing because no one's gonna be like, "Oh, which Europe do you mean?" Right?
Yeah.
It's like everyone knows it's a known thing just by its very nature. It's not
Okay.
like an indefinite thing. So that's why you're not like I'm from a continent of Europe, because this is definite. It's also the qarrati is also definite. Now,
Okay. نعم.
okay, وماذا عنك؟ وماذا عنك؟ So يا محمد اسأل عبد الله من تورونتو ماذا عنك يا عبد الله؟ من أي قارة أنت؟
يا عبد الله من تورنتو، وماذا عنك؟ من أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أمريكا الشمالية.
ما شاء الله. إذن يا عبد الله من تورونتو اسأل محمد، أو اسأل عبد الله من كينيا. يا عبد الله من كينيا من أي قارة أنت؟
يا عبد الله، من
نعم.
أي قارة أنت؟
أن إنني
مهم.
من should I just say من now? I shouldn't repeat an, right?
إنني
أنا.
نعم إنني
Okay.
من
إنني من قارة إفريقيا.
نعم
إفريقيا.
واسأله الآن اسأل نعم وعبد الله من
وماذا
كينيا
عنك
اسأل عبد الله من تونس. نعم
وماذا عنك
وماذا
يا
عنك
عبد الله؟
من أي قارة أنت؟
وماذا عنك من أي قارة أنت؟
أنا من قارة أمريكا الشمالية.
If I didn't mention to you guys that I'm saying, obviously, like in a conversation, you're not gonna you don't need to say, if someone says which continent are you from, and you say, oh, I'm from Africa, and then you can just say وماذا عنك. That's completely sufficient. And what about you? I'm just telling you to say ومن أي قارة أنت, because just to you practice the language more. Yeah. So
نعم.
yeah, that's the only reason I'm doing that. Okay. Okay. يا محمد اسأل عبد الله من تورونتو من أي بلد أنت؟ هل أنت هنا؟
نعم نعم أنا هنا.
اوكي اسأل عبد الله من تورونتو من أي بلد أنت؟
يا عبد الله من تورنتو، من أي بلد أنت؟
أنا من بلد كندا. وماذا عنك؟ من أي بلد أنت؟
آه أنا من صربيا، بلدي صربيا.
ما شاء الله جميل. والآن يا عبد الله اسأله ما هي اللغة الأم في صربيا؟ ما هي اللغة الأم أو في بلدك؟ نعم
نعم يا محمد، ما هي اللغة الأم في بلدك؟
آه
You just say اللغة الأم هي.
اللغة الأم هي. نعم.
Yeah. So اللغة الأم مثلا هي, like the mother language or the mother tongue is.
Mhm. How to say Serbian in Arabic? I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a specific one to say.
Yeah.
We can ask ChatGPT
Yeah.
how to say Serbian language in Arabic. Okay. Just answer it for now. Is like just say Serbian.
Okay. اللغة الأم هي صربيا.
Okay.
Or
Now
Serbian.
اسأل. نعم. اسأل عبد الله من تورنتو وما هي اللغة الأم في بلدك أو في كندا كما تريد.
Mhm.
صربية أو
Serbian.
اللغة الصربية.
Okay.
So just, I don't know if how much you've practiced with Arabic, but like when it comes to places and things like this, sometimes we find like for example, Japanese is like al-Yabaniyya.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's, even with all languages, sometimes you just basically just use, like, this is basically just the way you said it anyway,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
You just put the ya with the shadda and then the feminine ta. So yes. Sometimes there's not always like a perfect word. Even like, for example, sometimes we in English will use a Chinese word like we use it as an English word, but it's actually a Chinese word. We just don't have a different word for it, so we just use the word that
And
they
does
have.
it? And can you go back? I wanted to ask you something really quick. Like
Mhm.
this you see the ya and you see the shutdown ya. Is this like
Mhm.
does this become like attributive noun because it has ya and a shadda?
It's basically just like a nat manut, like the
Okay.
al-lughatul arabiyya. It's just like an adjective, like it just describes it basically.
Okay.
That's the way I understand it. So al-lughatul sirbiyya. But this is the when we put the ya with the shadda and then the ta marbuta, That is normally how like the person would say like "Ana Pakistaniyun"
Mhm.
or "Anti" like "Anti Pakistaniyatun."
Yeah, but
So it's normally
uh,
go on.
I meant like attributive nouns like when it has like on the harf ya at the end, it has shadda. So for example, Bukhari. So like from Bukhara, man from Bukhara, and like I
This
don't
is the
know.
way that I've I'm not 100% sure. I'll check with my teacher, but this is the way that I've understood. Like pretty much al-Ingliziyun or al-Ingliziyatun or ana Amrikiyun or ana Amrikiyatun. That's the way I've understood it. I'm not 100% sure
Yeah,
on the
and
answer to your question.
I think that's the attributive noun when it has
Do you know
yeah
what
at
it's
the end.
called in Arabic?
I don't know what is it called. But for example, we have Canada and Canadian. We
Yes.
just had Canadi, for example, Canadiyun,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's how it is. I'm just not sure the name of it. I don't know, like in terms of attributive noun. I'm not sure if that's the correct term. Like when I learned so far, I've not come across that specific term in
Okay,
English, if that makes sense.
okay,
But I can check that. We can check that. I'm sure it's an easy answer, inshallah. We'll check that after the lesson and then I'll put it in the notes. And you can research it yourself as well, inshallah. Okay. So ask Abdullah min Toronto, Mehmed, اسأله إن شاء الله ما هي اللغة الأم في بلدك؟
يا عبد الله من تورنتو، ما هي لغة الأم في بلدك؟
في بلدي
So you can say اللغة الأم.
اللغة الأم في بلدي هي كندي.
Is that a language?
لا 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 إنجليزية.
الإنجليزية.
نعم.
No. Okay, ask him هل تتحدث يا محمد اسأل عبد الله هل أنت تتحدث بأي لغة أخرى؟ بأي لغة أخرى؟ هل تفهم؟ بأي لغة أخرى؟
يا عبد الله من from تورنتو، من كينيا تورنتو.
من تورنتو الآن.
Okay.
نعم.
يا عبد الله من تورنتو، هل تتحدث بأي لغة أخرى؟
نعم أنا أتحدث
أتحدث
أنا أتحدث اللغة الأمي. What do you say? Which is
It's most likely going to be like الصومالية, the same thing, right?
نعم. Which is
So أنا
so.
أتحدث باللغة الأم هي
هي الصومالي.
الصومالية.
نعم.
نعم.
قليلا.
أوكي. قليلا.
نعم.
مثلا
Example.
مثلا for example فريسوريا.
ما معناه؟
Abdullah من Kenya. Do you know what that means? That means sit down, boy.
لا يا عبد الله من كينيا.
نعم.
يا عبد الله من كينيا هل تعرف اسأله هل تعرف ما معنى بلغتك مثلا هل تعرف So عبد الله من تورنتو اسأله
آه.
okay
هل
يا عبد الله من
تعرف
تورنتو هل تعرف ما معنى
يا عبد الله من كينيا هل تعرف ما معنى وريا فريسة في الصومالي؟
لا
لا.
بالإنجليزية أو بالإنجليزية في الإنجليزية
أستاذ,
نعم
sorry, can we use instead of تعرف like علمت or something like that with this verb?
if you said هل مثلا تعلمت that would be like did you learn the
نعم.
what this so تعلم يتعلم was to learn
Okay.
Or you can say, okay, so if you want to use a different one, you can say هل تفهم. Do you understand? هل تعرف. هل تفهم. There's different ways of saying it.
Okay.
But you could, if you want to say, if you said هل تتعلم or هل تتعلمت, then you would say like, did you learn it? The meaning of this or something in
No.
your country. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
هل تعرف معنى هذه العبارة في إنجليزية مثلا؟ نعم يا عبد الله.
لا
Okay,
لا
say like,
تفهم.
I don't know the meaning of that of this phrase. Do you know how to say this phrase? لا أعرف
لا أعرف
معنى
معنى العبارة. هذه
نعم
العبارة.
هذه العبارة. نعم. This is a useful word. عبارة
بالإنجليزية.
بالإنجليزية.
نعم.
هل تستطيع أن تترجم لو سمحت؟ يا عبد الله من كينيا، اسأله هل تستطيع أن تترجم؟ ما معنى هل تستطيع أن تترجم؟
هل تستطيع أن تترجم يا عبد الله؟
You translate.
نعم.
نعم. So وريا, it's like you're calling a boy. You don't use it to someone that's like your age. Boy, that's kind of so you say وريا.
Oh, I have heard of it.
أيضا
I've heard it being
إنني
said a lot.
استمعت هذه
Or
الكلمة.
they say it to their friends too. It's say وريا to get their
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
And then,
إنني سمعت هذه الكلمة أيضا.
أيضا.
ما شاء الله.
you guys probably heard
والآن
وريا kale. That means yo boy, come over.
ما شاء الله. أوكي ما شاء الله. أوكي يا عبد الله من كينيا.
نعم.
أنا أريدك أن تسأل محمد. يا محمد، هل أنت تتحدث بأي لغة أخرى؟
يا
تفضل.
محمد، هل أنت تتحدث بأي لغة أخرى؟
If you want to say إلا
إلا الإنجليزية.
no إلا اللغة الأم في بلدك.
إلا اللغة الأم في بلدك.
نعم. هل فهمت يا محمد؟
نعم. نعم أحدث.
أتحدث.
نعم.
But wait, just one second. So this one here, this second ta is part of the word. So the past tense is تحدث يتحدث. So sometimes it's confusing. We've talked about it in the past sometimes. Sometimes the actual verb has a ta. So then when you say the present tense enter, the first ta is for you, like you're doing the thing, but then the second ta also is there because it's part of the word. That's why you're saying تتحدث. Does that make sense? It's confusing, but it's only happening when basically the first letter of the verb is a ta. You got that? Yeah. So you say then أنا أتحدث like that. نعم أنا أتحدث or نعم أتحدث
أنا أتحدث.
Yes.
And how should I say?
مثلا you can say مثلا بالإنجليزية أو باللغة الإنجليزية. Depends what you want.
أتحدث بلغة الإنجليزية.
ما شاء الله. وماذا نعم اسأل محمد اسأل عبد الله من كينيا وماذا عنك؟
يا عبد الله من
ماذا
كينيا وماذا عنك؟
هل تتحدث بأي لغة أخرى؟ هل تتحدث نعم بأي لغة أخرى؟ محمد you ask me إن شاء الله.
أوكي.
نعم.
وماذا عنك؟ هل تتحدث بأي لغة
بأي لغة أخرى. So this is a
هل
كسوة ثانية.
أوكي. هل تتحدث بأي لغة أخرى؟
نعم أتحدث باللغة باللغة السواحلية.
ما شاء الله جميل. والإنجليزية أيضا صحيح؟
نعم.
ما شاء الله. وعبد الله اسأل محمد لو سمح. عبد الله من كينيا هل تريد وهل تتمنى أن تتحدث باللغة العربية في المستقبل؟ هل تتمنى أن تتحدث نعم باللغة العربية في المستقبل؟ فهمت؟
يا محمد. نعم يا محمد هل تتمنى أن تتحدث باللغة العربية في المستقبل؟
نعم أتمنى.
نعم أتمنى.
نعم أتمنى أن أتحدث
يس أن
أتحدث
أتحدث نعم صحيح.
في المستقبل لغة العربية.
نعم أو باللغة
لغة
العربية
العربية.
صحيح.
Okay.
أوكي now محمد اسأل عبد الله من تورنتو. يا عبد الله من تورنتو ماذا عنك؟ هل
يا
أنت تتمنى أن تتحدث باللغة العربية في المستقبل؟
عبد الله من تورنتو or كينيا.
اهم. من تورنتو.
يا عبد الله من تورنتو هل تتمنى أن تتحدث
that's it. هل تتمنى أن تتحدث صحيح.
هل تتمنى أن تتحدث في
نعم.
المستقبل باللغة العربية؟
نعم أنا نعم أتمنى أن أتحدث
أن أتحدث so أتمنى أن أتحدث
اللغة العربية في المستقبل.
فعلا نعم
أيضا
أنا أتمنى أتحدث نعم الحمد لله. Okay, shall we do a bit more of this video? We've got 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
We're supposed to finish this video by the end of the month. That's the plan. So we may have to do some extra lessons in order to do that, but we will try our best. So this video here, okay, I don't know if you guys can see. I can post it in the chat. However, in the playlist that I linked to you guys, okay, when you go to the resources section, so if you go here, you go to classroom, Arabic, and then we have the resources one, yeah? This one that says listing materials. So aim for like 1 hour a day. And just because we're on this topic, you'll find this video like quite far down at the bottom. It's this one here. Can you see that?
Okay.
Where is it?
نعم.
It's quite far down, but this one here where he's wearing this is obviously like an AI thing, I'm assuming, but maybe not. But this one here, B1 Arabic listening, traveling.
Mhm.
Okay, try find that one. Listen to it every day, and you can use the subtitles or not use the subtitles, but it's only half an hour,
Mhm.
and just try listen to it every day, and it will help a lot. So what we're gonna do is every month we will try to, if we can, find like a video that we listen to. Hopefully, it's like 20 minutes to half an hour, and we try to listen to that like from the start of the month to the end of the month. Every day, you try to listen to that same video, and you try to find words from there that you like and you can pick up. And then we try to then also translate the entire video throughout the month. We can't always do that in the lessons, so sometimes we'll add extra lessons, you
Mhm.
know, because even if you can't attend the extra lesson, we record it, so you can still watch the recording, so it's beneficial.
And Ustad,
Okay. Yes.
sorry, I wanted to tell, like when we talked about attributive nouns, when I gave example like
Mhm.
Canadian, I didn't know I
Yeah.
didn't know was it Canadian, but it was just for the example, you know. But I'm sure
Yeah,
that
that is the word though, yeah.
yeah, okay. But it was just for the example. Like it doesn't matter, is it correct? But
Yes.
yeah, it has an yeah and shadda at the end. But I didn't
So
know
that's the
what.
name of it, attributive
Yeah,
noun, is
yeah,
it?
yeah. But I didn't know was
Okay.
Canadian correct or was it wrong? Just you know.
It is. It is, yeah. A lot of them are like with these, it's probably like that's probably the name. Do you know what it's called in Arabic? I'll have to look that up, or we can
No,
check it.
I don't know. I don't know
No.
how is it called in
That's
Arabic.
what we'll check that inshallah
Or
as our
maybe
homework.
I do. Just let me get my notebook. I'll be here in a minute. Just let me see.
Okay, I'm gonna play the video in the meantime, okay? Tell
Okay,
me if you
okay,
guys can hear it.
okay.
Just we can do that afterwards. It's not we'll find out afterwards. You can message me or we can put the notes in the video after inshallah. So we got 15 minutes. Let's go. Are you guys ready? Tell me if you
مدير
can hear.
وهذا المدير مثلا يقول لنا افعل هذا افعل
You hear it?
نعم.
Cool. Can you hear it, Mehmed? Are you there? Okay.
هذا اذهب إلى هذا المكان مثلا نعمل في الشركة وعندنا مدير وهذا المدير مثلا يقول لنا افعل
I'm back.
هذا
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm back. I'm back. Okay.
We've only got 10 minutes left, so we'll do that after
Okay.
extracurricular
Okay.
activity,
Okay.
inshallah. Okay. So hopefully you guys remember this up to so far.
افعل هذا اذهب إلى هذا المكان.
So what is توتر والضغط? Does anyone remember?
Pressure.
Tension, pressure.
Or stress sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Like you can say هل أنت متوتر؟ هل أنت متوتر اليوم؟ Yeah? Oh, I didn't share my screen. Okay, that's how you say it.
بسرعة
Mhm.
بسرعة ونحن نشعر والله يعني بالتوتر والضغط هكذا pressure tension بالإنجليزية напряжение давление بالروسية عندنا بعد
What did he say? Learn a little bit of Russian at the same
الكلمات
time.
مثلا صعوبات وتحديات صعوبات من كلمة صعب صحيح صعوبة
ما معنى
صعوبات
الصعوبات؟
Exhaustion.
So it comes from, he said, من كلمة صعب. ما معنى الصعب?
So hard.
Difficult.
Difficult.
Yeah, صعب. So difficult. This is like the plural of it, right?
Uh-huh.
So what I would like you guys to
Difficult.
do
Mhm.
is, whilst we do this, like we do our own listening, but then in this lesson, if you can, obviously if you can't, then it's fine. But the idea is that you should have an Arabic keyboard on your phone, and you should have an Arabic keyboard on your computer, whatever you're using, and hopefully you have a computer and a phone, and you try to basically search up these words now and see how fast you can do it. So we're trying to also, there's a couple things that we're trying to work on, but one of the things is that you need that skill of like looking up a word real quick, and that this is a way of practicing that. So if you heard the word su'ubat, like sometimes I'm speaking, this brother's teaching me Arabic at the moment, and I'm listening to him, and he'll say something in the sentence and I don't understand it, and I'll just quickly go on Google Translate. I'll just type it in, and then if you can do that very quickly, it's super useful, right? So it's, if you can look up these words, then go ahead and like start, practicing that skill, inshallah. Okay.
difficulty سلوجность تحديات challenges بالروسية هكذا نقول challenge.
Does anyone remember what the word for synonym is?
مرادفة.
نعم مرادف أو مرادفات is the plural, yeah. مرادف.
سلوجность مسؤول مثلا فلان أحد فلان مسؤول عن شيء ما مثلا هذا الموظف مسؤول عن تواصل مع الزبائن.
Okay, somebody check it. What is ما معنى مسؤول عن؟
responsible for.
مسؤول what is this? Yes.
Oh, we can't see the screen stuff.
Oh, yes.
I did not done this one yesterday.
Very good. Okay. Okay, he said something that we discussed yesterday.
مسؤول عن شيء ما.
هو مسؤول عن شيء ما. What is شيء ما?
Something else.
No, not something else, just something. So we were talking about when you use this ma at the end of the word, like كنت أتحدث مع شخص ما. So مع شخص is like a person. When you say ma at the end of it, you're like some person. Does that make sense? So when you're saying like قرأت كتبا ما, like I read some books, just any generic books, you're not being specific. So he's like مسؤول عن شيء ما, like something. It's vague and undefined exactly like what is that thing. When you put the ma, because the ma can mean like what, right? Like ma. So there's different things, or you can mean not when you say like ma dhahabtu, I did not go, right? But this is a ma which comes at the end of the sentence like this. Okay. So it's interesting, like use it, and these are the small things that if you can put them like, if if you start using these small little things, as in the difference between تحدثت مع شخص وتحدثت مع شخص ما عن هذا, the شخص ما, like it just adds to your, it's like adding spice to the meal. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it helps you sound a bit more advanced because you're using these small little things within your language. Does that make sense? So try to think about how could you use that in a sentence, any sentence that you come up with in the future, how you could put like, yeah. So for example, هل أكلت اليوم شيئا? Did you eat like something today? And you could be like, you could be like, نعم أكلت شيئا ما. Like I just ate something. You know what I mean? So it's just a way of like spicing up the language a little bit. Anyway.
مثلا فلان أحد فلان مسؤول عن شيء ما مثلا هذا الموظف مسؤول عن تواصل مع الزبائن فلان هذا الشخص هذا الموظف this employee is responsible for the communication with clients زبون زبائن زبون client زبائن clients جمعه client بالروسية منتشر مثلا الإنترنت الآن منتشر في
Okay, ما معنى منتشر؟
منتشر مثلا
Sorry?
widespread.
الإنترنت الآن منتشر في جميع أنحاء العالم تمام الإنترنت منتشر widespread распространен بالروسي.
Sorry?
Okay, I thought he said internet and
Yes, he said
جميع أنحاء العالم تمام الآن منتشر في جميع أنحاء العالم تمام.
So internet, literally like, does anyone remember the word for the internet, like the actual formal word? Yeah, شبكة الدولية. But they just say the internet, right? So الشبكة الدولية is like the formal way. It's not translating it, but like is the way like of saying the internet, like the World Wide Web or like something like this. Okay, so he's basically just saying that the internet is. Let's see, go back. Oh, sorry.
جميع أنحاء العالم تمام كليا بالروسية منتشر مثلا
Okay, who can tell me what he actually says? Like, what is this sentence? So the internet.
الإنترنت الآن منتشر في جميع أنحاء العالم.
الانترنت
Using
منتشر في
widespread in the
جميع
whole world.
أنحاء العالم.
Mhm.
I heard him say al-hay, hay, al-alam.
Holy.
I don't know. Hay al-alam.
أنحاء. Like this again.
منتشر في جميع أنحاء العالم تمام الإنترنت
أنحاء العالم. So this is another thing that I'm trying to show you. Just I've explained this to you guys, but for Brother Mahmed. So the other skill that I want you guys to develop, like whilst we're doing this, and this is just practice of it, is basically, with the homework that I've put for you guys. This is the whole point of the homework, is to help with this specific skill, because once you have this skill, your capability to self-study and be like independent in your studies is going to be super good. So basically what it is in the homework is the exact same skill that we're doing here, which is that you want to be able to just share my screen one more time. You want to be able to hear something from a podcast and you're on your own, and you want to be able to basically write what you hear, you type it out, and you try to figure out what that sentence means on your own without having to use like the subtitles. Does that make sense? So that's the skill that I want you guys to like develop, because it will make you so independent in your learning. So like right now, if I play this podcast and I do not understand a single thing that's being said, so long as I have the skill to be able to hear what the person's saying, I try to make it out. And that's hard because people they speak fast, they speak with different accents, they don't pronounce things clearly sometimes, they make mistakes. But you're honing that skill of listening and then transcribing and then trying to figure out. And through this process of all these like listening materials that I'm providing for you, brothers, obviously I did the same thing. Like I just wrote out the entire book just from the audio. So Bani Adek, like book 1 and 2, part A and B, and you just write out everything. And sometimes you're hearing a sentence and you just cannot figure out what the person's saying because it's not that clear. And then it gives you that like skill of like, okay, what could he be saying? Let's just say he said a word like ana ashrabul ma, and you heard ana ashrabul mal, for example, just off the top of my head. What would the difference between these two things mean? So if I said ashrabu al-ma wa ashrabu al-mal.
I drink water. I drink money or wealth.
Yeah, so imagine you heard ana ashrabu al-mal, right? And that's what you think that you're hearing, but you're stuck there. Like this doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense? You're there like this in this context. The words that I'm hearing, the sounds that I'm hearing, they don't make any sense to me. So then you start thinking, okay, could it be like al-mab? No. Okay, could it be al-mak? Oh, probably not. And you start like problem solving until you'll find like the right answer. And if not, then just send me the homework anyway and then we'll figure it out. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions on that? So for you three brothers especially, I want you to please do the homework. Like I know that it might seem a bit boring and tedious, but this homework is designed to increase your level, and you might not appreciate it now, but it's definitely worth it. Like 100%. One of the most valuable things that I've done in my Arabic learning journey was doing this like listening to something and transcribing it and then translating it. Right? So that and practicing is super, super useful skills. Cool. We'll carry on, inshallah. The plan is we need to finish this video somehow, inshallah. I want to have it finished by the end of the month if that's possible. So we might have to add some extra lessons or do something like that, and we'll try to get this video done. But please,
Okay.
can you start listening to this video on a daily basis? If you want to listen to it with the subtitles on 2, 3 times, 4 times, and then turn the subtitles off and listen to it again, you don't have to sit there and look at the video. Okay? Just the same video, put it on repeat while you're driving, while you're in the shop, just make it like you're immersed in the language. Okay? And we'll stick to this video and we'll try to go through and translate everything because it's very nice and his language is very nice as well. The way he's speaking, mashallah. The reason I'm telling you this brother learned to speak Arabic. He's Russian. He learned to speak Arabic to a super good level in 2 years.
I've seen him. Like he was talking to
Yeah,
a guy. Is
with
he a
Khasu.
Muslim?
Yeah. No, he's not.
Uh-huh.
So this guy, mashallah, he learned literally to speak Arabic in 2 years from only online. And his level of Arabic is just this for me, I took this person as an example. He explained in one of the videos in the podcast, what is the method that you can use in order to increase your Arabic. What did he do? Basically, he practiced every day and he listened to the language every day. And these are the two main things that he did. Does that make sense? Then that's all we need to do. Like this is the highest return on investment, if you guys know what I mean, in terms of like you could invest your time in learning grammar. You could invest your time in translation. You could invest your time in writing words out on your wall 1,000 times. You could invest your time in a lot of different things. But ultimately, the highest return on investment, if you only have 1 hour a day, invest listening and practicing by actually speaking. That's my advice. And that's what this guy's advice is as well. And he picked up the language. We all aspire to have his level of language, and he did it in such a short time. And he's not even a Muslim, so he doesn't even have really a valid reason like we have to have the love for this language. He's just doing it because like basically he was like, yeah, I'm good at languages, and I thought, yeah, why not? That's literally what he said. So I mean, if he can do it, then take it as inspiration, inshallah. Okay, inshallah. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll speak with you guys tomorrow in the class, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.